Well guys, I've talked about the weather before and how I don't like going out in the rain. And that is for obvious reasons, because you get wet. However, I didn't talk about the unobvious reasons. It is extremely hard to keep your work orders and paperwork dry when it's raining outside. And I do not like messy work orders. In fact, we've been trying to teach Phoenix the importance of keeping your schoolwork nice and neat, because I think I mentioned this before, I'm having deja vu right now. Because we've all gone to school with that person that always used to have grease stains and food on their homework. Raise your hand, was it you? All right, mobile appointment today, battery issues, car won't start, melted terminals, loose connection, battery light on, something like that. So I gotta go and figure it out. That's what I do. I saw flashing lights up here, and oh, I do. I see flashing lights, and there's a tow truck on the other side of the bushes there. Nothing important. Okay. We're gonna be stuck here for a minute though. A minute or 5. Huh. The job that I have today is in a driveway just up the street here, so the weather's not getting any better, and this is what I'm going to be working in for a while. So I'm going to get wet, but that's okay, because at home, which isn't too far away, I have a shower, nice warm shower waiting, and clean dry clothes. So that's always the silver lining to this this cloud. And just remember, above the cloud that's raining on you, it's not raining. Okay, so the appointment's not done yet, but I haven't gotten as wet as I thought that I had, or I was. I have to go and grab a drill and a battery terminal. I want to renew her terminal, and I got it to start, got it to run, and it wasn't that difficult, so that's awesome. And I was able to stay pretty dry. In fact, this is the jacket that I had made for the business. And typically I don't wear it because I don't want to ruin it, but it is water repellent, so that's nice. And then I've got my boots on today, so if my boots get soaked, I usually don't wear my boots. They have ample time to dry, so it's all good. It is all good. Title of today's vlog, it's all good. It's good. I'm done with my appointment now, and I didn't get all that wet. What time is it? Time check, time check. Wow, 12:02. I made excellent time. Woo! All right, let's get out of here. I had 2 cancellations today, so my work day's done. But that's okay. That's okay. This is bringing everything full circle. See? Every cloud has a silver lining. It's starting to stop raining. Wow. Look at that. Stay in your lane. Thank you. Well, it's already dark. Well, almost dark. And this is something that I had forgotten that we need to plan for. The weather has just wreaked havoc today. So this is all the pine needles. This is really actually not a good thing, because after we get the snow on here, that faux snow, not faux show, but faux snow, fake snow, once we get that on here, we're going to have to cover it up so that it doesn't get dirty with pine needles, because these would be almost impossible to get out of it. So that's a little problem we have to contend with. But right now, I need to measure for the primary wire for the power inverter that's actually now going to go from in here. The wire is going to go under there and up to the battery. So I have to go and do some measurements, measure twice, cut once. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Tools and saws and float stuff and more float stuff and dogs. Oh no, that's not embarrassing. All over the house. Okay, and tarps on the floor. Linus needs one more coat on this side. Sally needs one more coat and then 2 more coats on the other side. So we're getting them done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And there's still so many characters to do. We have, what, 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 right there. And many more still in storage. I stopped by O'Reilly's and I got some jumper cable. No ends on it. 15.5 feet. I'm not sure if that's going to be long enough or not. That's the section that they had cut, so I got it. I got it a little bit of discount, so that was wonderful. And so this is going to attach to the inverter right there with those terminals right there. In the mail today, we got the fringe for the bottom of the Nugget. So yeah, so we're moving right along. I'm going to make some cables. All right, step 1. Strip away the insulation with a knife. Right here. Step 2, make sure your cable's clean. You need that to be clean or else it won't solder. Put this on there. Before you put this on there, put your heat shrink on there first. Very important. The next thing you do is you get your copper hot. And then you put your piece on, like that, and you get your piece hot. My hands are probably in the way. That's okay. Then you let this go and you fill that piece up with solder. And then you want to make sure that you put this on at the same, like the angle of the cable that comes out. You want it to naturally connect with your piece. You don't want to have to bend and twist the cable for this to lay flat on your piece. Then once we get this other one done over here, we can take this heat shrink and bring it up here and heat shrink it on. But we don't want to put this piece on there because we don't want to accidentally hit it with the torch. So when you're done, your cable ends should look like this. And yes, these are crimpable also, but I like to just solder them on. They're not going anywhere. And these are certainly not going to get hot enough. They're not jumper cables. If they were jumper cables pulling a lot of current, then yeah, you'd want to crimp them and then follow up soldering them. But yeah, now it's time to get the heat shrink tubing down on these. I don't want to touch them right now because both of them are very hot. All right, then extend them just a little further than what you want right here at the ends. And here we go, heat gun and shrinkage. All right, and there we have one end of professionally attached terminal ends. Both sides are all done. All right, Angie came out to see what I was doing, and I will clean this up after dinner. All right, both leads are attached to the battery. It's that silver nut right there with this first wire closest to us that's attached to the negative terminal. And over here, we've got the obvious one attached to the positive terminal. Nice thing about it, I don't even need to disconnect the battery. I just screwed it onto the other side, and it just fit perfectly. Everything's been routed through. Cables coming up the back here. I wish that I had more because I didn't want to have to climb into the bed to turn this thing on. But apparently it looks like that's what I'm going to have to do, so I hope I don't have any problems. All right, here we go. We're plugged in. Power supply on. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we're only pulling 8 watts, so that's good too. Awesome. So in case you didn't know, when we did our test, 2 lights was a watt, so you would figure 4 lights would only be 2 watts, right? Well, you also have a lot of cord on there. All the all the electrical cord has resistance. Every time you plug one into another one, there's more resistance. Resistance is power loss. That's okay. We're only up to 8. We have 1,000 available to us. We don't want to max anything out. 750 is the greatest I'd like to pull from this. I say we take it on a test drive.
Hi, this is Vlog Soup, and you're watching Beyond 1031. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you know when he posts.